right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And we're off and running from Western New York. Ty Johnson now to return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Allen taken right to the air. Oh, they're going deep here right off the rip. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Quarterback of his renowns. Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10.
319.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up. Well, partner, I know you love your baseball analogies. That's 3 strikes right there. And this offense 3 and out to begin this game.
And I think next drive, play number 1 should be a run. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree. Good call. He fields this at the 18. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Baker. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Catch made left side by Abuka. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
1st down, Buccaneers.
1st down, here's Baker. Abuka there with the grab. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. Taking a shot towards the end zone. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion. But the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
Allen on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. All right, defense did its job. Forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet to the center. That's caught at the 25. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Taylor rapping to pick that one off.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He sure came his all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be third down.
Just kind of one of those moments sitting up here in the booth where you're like, man, if they're going to find a way to get the first points, somebody has got to step up. Just have not been able to find even that first completion yet. So whether it's running the ball, playing even better defense, you've got to pick the QB up somehow, some way.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Brad Robbins on again for another punt. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
At their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And he should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. Ooh, awfully close to that line to gain. Stop though made at the 46. 3rd down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. It's complete. This is Nguka. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down from the 42.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 19 on that pickup. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Once more, it's Mayfield. Completed over the middle. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
33.
Baker throwing again. He's got it at the 5. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Irving finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set in through the rain. And the Buccaneers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Bills nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. gaining a handful. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. The passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called.
Yep.
But finally, as you said, their first completion.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's good for a Bills first down.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. The Buccaneers leading so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll try to attack this deficit, starting with 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. On him quick, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got this complete. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And this one belongs to the Buccaneers. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot. Right, he's got great, what they call, contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, in a massive sack on first down. Well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21.
180. Run. Start.
Mayfield to throw. Down the field. Evans has it. And he's taken down at the 30.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Bucs have the first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 20-zip lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Just content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And up to Cook here out of his own lead. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Now Allen. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Brown 80!
Back to the air, Allen. And he can't escape. He goes down. A flag though down with him. Let's see, did somebody hold up front, or is this marker going to wipe away that great sack? A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He put everything he had into this one. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He's hit before he can get anything on that return. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. This is a heater going deep. Big gain downfield. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. 1st down. Here's Baker. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Bills take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And this one does not go far. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down. Second down now. They need 7.
33-yard line.
Look out!
Working from the gun. It's Allen. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Allen on third down. Ooh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jamel D makes the play.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Cope with the catch. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They give for the first time to Rashad White. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
A gain of 2 brings up third and less than a yard.
So third down and about a yard ahead as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. One yard, all that's needed. This is third and inches. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Bucks getting set up to punt now on fourth down. On comes Riley Dixon. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10.
Round 80!
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a pickup of 3.
And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Second down now, 7 to go. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That one gains 7. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
Jump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for no gain.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Allen to throw. Finds a man right side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Bills have a first down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come up on first and 10. Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball ball, and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
To the air again, Allen. And he's brought down at the line.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. Got his man. Shakir has it. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Allen setting up play action. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
2nd down. Allen throwing again. Another kick bounces off their hands in the end zone, Brock. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And Bass's kick is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Fields the hard squib kick. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Blitz coming. Oh, no. They get him yet again. And the Bills are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Another one for Cook. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset. Probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Going to the ground again on first. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He brings it in. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills start the second half with some needed points. So the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills make it an 11-point ball game. Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here's Palmer. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. From the gun, Mayfield. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
We've set it down from 37. 1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Baker now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Buccaneers.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They gain 11 on that play, and the Bucs have the 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Mayfield now from the gun. That one connects. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. No hesitation. hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 18.
McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's White on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. This is a designed run for Allen. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
We've set it down from the 37. They'll run it with Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. It's made right side by Coleman. He takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on third down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here's a give to Cook. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the first.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down from the 42. Here's Allen. Pressure's there, and the Bucs got it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Here he goes, third and long. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. The Bills with a punt team out there. Brad Robbins will kick it away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Pressure coming. Baker. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So first down from the 41. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. The Buccaneers have that football, partner, and more importantly, they've got a good lead. So first down from the 41.
180. Point it right. Scott.
Here's Baker to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Once more, it's Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. Down the field. Evans has it. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Throwing again is Baker. Catch being left side by Abuka. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Baker throwing again. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Trying to run with Irving. They charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Baker. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. Catch made. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
On fourth down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's enough, he's got it. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Now design run, it's Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. In that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the first down, and live to play another day.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. This time he's looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
180. Point it right. Run. Up. Hey, alert. Stop.
Baker now off the play fake. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Regular. Stop.
1st down, here's Baker. Throwing to the back of the end zone. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that 1st down. So back to the drawing board, they go for 2nd.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
20. Point it right.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield gets it through the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Alert.
Motioning left is their running back. 1st down throw here. Mayfield. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he finds him in the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers put up even more points in a win. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers. And it's been done less than 50 times in league history. That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers continue piling onto this lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's White on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Cook. And he manages to find a little traction on that surge field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Allen on the play action. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Allen on 3rd and short. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Irvin here from the gun. And he manages to find a little traction on that surge field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Buffalo.